Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Fishcraft. We're starting the episode on top of a pig for some reason. It felt like the thing to do. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm trying to do my intro. Don't make wither noises. It's the worst possible noise I could have heard. I'm really excited to be here today because today's episode is going to be a bit of a weird one because I've got a lot of planning I have to do, and a lot of building, and resource collecting, and all kinds of stuff. You know, I just realized that I kind of look like a pirate with these parrots on my shoulders. I just got a really good idea. And no, I'm not a pirate now. I just really wanted to wear the skin for a second. So, there do be lots of stuff I need to do in today's episode. I need to take this off now. I have been watching way too much Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, that also has been why I've been really enjoying Sea of Thieves recently too, which is a pirate game, by the way. And you'll never have guessed that in a game of stealing and plundering and PvP, the only thing I've ever done is sail around in a boat with fish on its sails and add fish. Pirate stuff aside, I've been slowly working my way over to this side of the world because when I first started this series, I started right here, and I couldn't help but notice that there's a giant scratch in the ground. Look how big this scratch is. I don't think I like this. It feels very unnatural. What I wanted to do really quickly was try to fill up this little scratch with some sand to try to restore the landscape to feeling a bit more natural, even though, I mean, this is natural. I just don't like the way it looks because I actually wanted to turn this little spot here into a tiny little settlement that's run by a fishmonger, which is yours truly. Oh, and my parrots. There's a skeleton behind me. I need to go. I left my weapons on the dock. What kind of pirate am I? It's a good thing I have an emergency bed right here. Let's start filling in that scratch. Oh boy, this might take a while. I just tried to fill in the scratch, and my tool was almost immediately destroyed, which is my brand new shovel, by the way. I named it Shatter. It's got efficiency, mending, unbreaking, and soap touch. It's the best little shovel around. And in order to repair it, I have to go fishing. 2 seconds. Well, that was disappointing. It only took 7 minutes to repair this entire shovel. I really wanted to fish. I want to fish. It's okay. Maybe the shovel will break again soon. My world just corrupted. So I had to restore it back to a version from a couple hours ago, which is fine. I just have to go mining a lot of sand again, and I don't have a shovel. Here we go again. Oh, we've got our shovel back. Except this time, I made it a diamond shovel because the iron ones, just the durability is just not very good, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of sand mining. May as well. I only made it iron to begin with because I felt like I wasn't ready for diamond tools yet, but I think this is gonna be the jump. Woo! I just finished flattening out the area. Oh, I've just swapped it to my offhand. There we go. Area flattened, scratch about to be filled. All right, that didn't take very long at all. This little spot right here, it is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I've got a lot of land now, and I'm thinking it's raining. I gotta go back to fishing. I love this game so much. You know what I don't love though? Dying. And why do I say that? It's because I chose probably the worst possible, I forgot what the word was called. Oh, there it is. I chose the worst possible color palette for this little building that's going to be the centerpiece of the fishing village that I want to build because it's going to be a lot of blue. And blue dye is not very easy to come by, especially since I'm nowhere even close to a flower forest or any swamps or anything like that. Oh, I guess I could, I think I just need one dye, right? And then I could just dye a sheep that color, and then, I could do that. I take that right back. I completely forgot. You can use lapis lazuli to get blue dye, and then you can use bone meal to make it light blue. Oh, look at all this. Oh, that's so much more light blue dye than I needed. All right. This works out perfectly. And here I was worried. And you know what? I think for the sake of things being a bit too easy, I'm gonna add in just a little bit of stripped warped stems from the nether into the little fishmonger building. So, yep. Guess I gotta go to the nether today. How fitting that the reason for me needing to go to the nether isn't for the sake of progression or obtaining crazy good resources or, you know, nether quartz or something like that. No, it's just, I'm building a fish. I need some blue. So I think I'm gonna do the most dangerous one first. So I gotta go and get myself a diamond pickaxe, but I'm not gonna enchant it. I'm not gonna give it anything special because I don't think I'm ready for diamond tools. I mean, I got my shovel, but that's just because I needed some sand. I'm not ready for diamond tools. I'm still in my iron tier phase, so I'm just gonna use this diamond pickaxe strictly for mining obsidian, and then I'm probably just gonna store it. Unless I've seen all kinds of ruined portals around here. maybe I don't have to make a diamond pickaxe. I can just go find some rune portals, and then I can just take the obsidian from there. Yeah, impromptu adventure time. That looks promising. It is awfully bright that direction. Oh, actually, I think that's a ruined, that's a temple. Oh, no, that is one. All right, we've got our first ruined portal. We just need to find the chest. Let's just jump down there really quick and just do a little sweep. Here's the chest. Oh, we did get some. All right, we got 4 obsidian and some chestplate stuff. Ooh, and an axe. Do I need a mending golden axe? Who needs diamond pickaxes? When we sit. Is that an exposed amethyst? What is that? That's basalt. Hold on. Hang on just a second. Oh, this is an amethyst geode. It's just sitting here. I can't believe this. We're finally gonna be able to have a spyglass now. Hold on, let me see. Does this work? Can I? Oh, it does work. I think that's the only one that's full enough to take. So we'll just leave the rest of these and we'll go back to looking around for some obsidian. I take that right back. Look at that. We've inside the exposed geode here. There's a mine shaft. All right, this mine shaft was a dud. I'm gonna head back out now. This mine shaft was right next to the portal we were just at. Back to sailing. Uh-oh. We got a guardian temple. I've still got leather armor. I'm not fighting any bosses today. Let's hope third time's the charm with these portals. There's the chest. Come on, obsidian. Oh, we got 2 of them this time. All right. And some pants. This is my first pair of pants I've gotten. We've got 6... Sorry. We've got 6 obsidian. We just need 4 more and we're good to go. Finally, a villager that gives a good deal. A blue dyed leather tunic. You know it. Finally, the last pieces of obsidian. Also, can we just take a second to appreciate the landscape around this area? This is crazy. And if I hadn't found the jungle that I'm living in currently, I absolutely would have chosen this spot. Fun fact, in my last series, my hardcore, I actually lived in a spruce taiga biome because they're my favorite. And for good reason. Oh, there's my home. Now I just need to figure out where to put this portal at. And according to this map, it says, I don't know. Anywhere is fine. I got it. I know exactly where my nether portal's gonna go. In the trash room. Because that's what the nether is. We're going to the nether. I've got my gold on. I've got it. See, I've got my my gold leggings on. Everything is gonna be fine. Here we go. My first nether portal. Okay. Do I have everything I need? Oh, no, I don't have my bow. Let me just stretch before I go in. Here we go. Any luck? This is well, at least it's a pretty safe spawn, but doesn't seem like I spawned in a place where I can get out that easily. Let's just tunnel our way upwards. Piglins seem to be in good spirits. I don't see any ghasts yet. Ooh, we've got a crimson forest. That's a good sign. Is there a warped forest anywhere by chance? I don't see one, but I'm gonna do some exploring really quick and gather up as much of the warped stem as I possibly can, and I will see you all whenever I've done that. This isn't what I wanted. Just gonna pretend I never saw this and keep on going to that warped forest. I'm alive! I finally made it back from the nether, and I managed to get myself a whopping 4 and some change stacks. I didn't strip them, because I didn't want my axe to run out of durability and I have to go all the way back, and that seems like a lot. Right, I do hope that 4 stacks is gonna be enough, which means we are finally good to go ahead and get started on trying to collect up the next material I need for this build, which thankfully is just a bunch of wool. So I gotta go get some sheep. It's taken me a whole day to realize I had my clouds toggled off. I'm so sorry. Back to the sheep hunting. My door's open. 1 sheep, 2 sheep. This is not how I expected my day to be going. 3 sheep. I think that's enough sheep now. Yeah, I say that, but I don't actually know how much wool I'm gonna need for this project. But I'm gonna say this is a start. I just remembered my pig finally has a name, and because it's finally got its name, it for some reason has turned back into a muddy pig, and it's beautiful, and I'm so happy. Their name is Muddy, by the way, and they're perfect, just like you. I thank you so very much, everybody, for leaving such lovely comments. And now that we've got our friend Muddy all situated, I think this little spot right here that we got, this little clearing, I don't think it's clear enough, and I also don't think it's big enough. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of expanding. So I gotta get, well, I've got plenty of sand in the barrels, so I guess I don't need to get sand, but I do need to push out the bank here, or what, I'm not really sure what this is called, but the sand bits, it needs to go a little bit farther, because we're gonna have, in the future, of course, in the future, we're gonna have a lot of buildings over here because this is gonna be a whole little village dedicated to fish and fishing related stuff. All of these plans and stuff are of course completely on the fly, by the way. So if it doesn't come out really all that good, that's good. It's gonna be my excuse. I'm bad at planning. But this video has gone on long enough without a single bit of progress. So I'm gonna hurry up and finish expanding this, and then I'm gonna build the entirety of the very first fishing village, fishmonger, fish. 2 seconds. Wow. I was just doing some exploring, looking for some mangrove wood during the time lapse, and I found this gorgeous little tiny island right here, completely surrounded by coral reef. I just wanted to sneak this into the video because I really love this, and maybe in the future I'm gonna build some sort of island over here, or maybe this could be where the mega base is gonna go. I don't know. Back to the video. It's taken me 2 days to build this. I think I need a nap. Never mind. I just needed to fish. I feel much better. Right, well, here is the fishmonger building, shop, living quarters, something. All finished up finally, and I think it turned out beautiful. It's very colorful. My favorite part is this little salmon hooked over there on the side. I came up with this fish, by the way. This is my design, this fish. And as if I wasn't already certain enough that I wanted to settle down here with a little village, there's a buried treasure right where I was digging sand. Okay, so moving back to the fishmonger building, I'm carving out this little square here because I'm marking the town square. It's going to be the very middle of the village. So there's going to be a little square here where there's not going to be any other buildings, and then surrounding the centerpiece there's going to be a bunch of the smaller buildings where other people have set up their fish shops or whatever else shops they've got. And they're homes, of course, but none of them are going to be taller or bigger than the center one. So this is going to be just a kind of a miniature village, but also not miniature at all. At least when compared to the rest of my buildings. This project is massive to me. So here's my plan for the other buildings. So this one is going to be the tall centerpiece, very blue, very fishy. And the other ones are going to keep to the same kind of theme. They're all going to have the deep slate roof, I think, but they're going to be just different colors and stuff. I think it's gonna look lovely. That is one beautiful sandstone square. Just gotta prepare my pickaxe really quick. 2 seconds. My tools are all fully mended, which means it's time for me to move on to the next part of the episode, which is also, again, to do with the little fishmonger village. And looking at the little village here now, there is absolutely not enough space for what it is I want to do. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more expanding of the sand area and push back this tree line, and I think completely remove this section of trees here, because there's going to be a lot of buildings here, and there's going to be some infrastructure, whatever it's called, where it's going to have some roads and like some pathways and stuff. I'm really excited to do this. That's right, I forgot to mention, while I was out looking for a mangrove forest to build a little salmon here, I ran into a little calico cat that I found inside of a village, and she was so gorgeous. I had to take her home with me. And my mom, I reached out to my mom, and she named this kitty cat Rat Beast. Fun fact, I used to have a cat named Rat Beast when I was little. That's where the name came from. And you can probably guess how she got her name. Okay, I've taken some time to do a little bit of clearing, and I think this should be okay for now. I'm eventually gonna have to do a bit more expanding of the island, kind of this way, but I think on the whole, it looks pretty good, and this is gonna have to work for right now, because I've still got all kinds of stuff I want to do in today's episode. The next one, of course, being I wanted to make a little bit more progress on this village, right? We've got this one. This is the centerpiece, and now I'm thinking I can add one more little building over here that is a different color, so I decided to go with orange, and I'm quite excited to build this, but it's gonna be very similar to this building, but it's gonna be more of a home than anything for the future residents of this here little fishmonger village. Also, I'm not really sure what I should call this. If anybody's got some good name suggestions for this little fishmonger village thing, I would absolutely love to hear them. That is my favorite part of making these videos, is seeing all the lovely comments that you all leave. Oh, that's right! I completely forgot to mention that recently I've reached a milestone on my YouTube channel, and that is 2,000 subscribers and also 4,000 public watch hours. Now, if you don't know what that means I'm able to monetize my videos. Now, I don't know anything about this stuff yet. I haven't got it figured out, but it's an option, which means that maybe someday I can do this as a career, and I can't thank you all enough. All right, also thank you to Bailmage for being my very first ever channel member, something odd rather. I don't know what that's called. Membership, the little subscribing thing for monthly, whatever it's called. Back to the video. But before I can start building up this little cute little orange building, I've got to go get some more resources again. Wait a second. Actually, to get orange dye, can I just do red and yellow? Is that all it takes? Is that all? Oh, that is it. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go and collect up as much orange wool now as I possibly can, because this little building I'm gonna be making is probably going to need maybe a couple stacks of orange wool. I'm not really sure. But some time has passed, and I did manage to collect up quite a few, because I made a cool little discovery where if you bone meal the top half of these sunflowers, you get a bunch of yellow dye from it. So that saved me a lot of time. Well, with that being said, I really want to get cracking on building this cute little fishing house place resident up. I don't know what to call this. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish up gathering these resources and get to placing some blocks. The time lapse was a complete success, and this little house is just so cute. Look at this little house. Look at it. Oh, it's very orange though. It's quite orange, which I think is a good thing when doing a village that you want to be colorful, right? We've got a very blue building, and now we've got a very orange building. I just really need to figure out my infrastructure thing, because as of right now, it feels like it's just 2 houses, but I can't really add walls or anything until I can figure out where I want the rest of my buildings to be going. So in the meantime, it's just gonna have to look a bit barren. I just realized I built this in the wrong spot. I know it doesn't look like it, and it looks fine how it is, but this building is supposed to be right here. This is supposed to be the entrance, not this way. Oh, I've got to tear the whole thing down again and replace it. All right, I'm just gonna do a little tiny cut, and the building will, by the power of editing, the building will be in the correct place again. So we're just gonna do a little, and there we have it. One fully constructed orange house thing. I've had enough of orange. I'm tired, but it is lined up very nicely now. I'm quite happy with this placement, and I was wondering when I first placed it down, I knew something felt wrong about this. This just feels way better, because there's supposed to be like 3 or 4 buildings all on this. I thought that was a spider. I've still got to get like 3 or 4 buildings on this side over here. So yeah, this one needs to be scooted over and can't be taking up 2 plots. So it absolutely was worth it when tearing this thing down, because it feels way better. And I think next episode is going to be the one where I work on the I've missed a block here. I need to go grab that. Oh, and it's raining. You know what that means. Right. I've done more than enough building. It's time to fish. Now, I know at the end of last episode, I ended it on, what was that, like 11,300 fish or something? So I think by the end of this episode, I'm going to try to aim for, at most, 20,000. And if that sounds excessive to you, welcome to Puddleshine. I really need a nap. And I'm quite proud to announce that I did in fact reach my target goal of 20,000 fish. Oh my goodness. That is, whew, that's quite a milestone for just my 3rd episode. Huh? What? What? Hello? What was that? Hold on. What is this? Excuse me, Sky. I'm trying to announce 20,000 fish. Why is there thunder going off? You saw it. Just go back this direction. No issues at all. That was really weird. I don't even remember what I was trying to say anymore. Well, that's right. 20,000 fish. Well, I guess 20,001 if you count the giant salmon behind me. I also just realized I thought I've got 98 levels. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but it's something. Right. This barrel monster has gotten completely out of control, and I don't know how to fix it. Maybe once I get this fishmonger village all rolling and started, I can start trying to move some of this stuff over to the fishmonger building just to get the storage settled just a little bit. Or I might not. I'm probably not. Well, with that being said, I've unfortunately run out of time for today's episode. It's been a lot of fishing and a lot of sleeping. Hello. Hello. Why is there a creeper? Scary green things aside, we've done a lot of things in this episode, and I think this has been a really fun one. We got the fishmonger village started. We got to 20,000 fish in just 3 episodes. That's crazy for me to think of, because it took me 30 episodes to get to 10,000 in my last series. I guess I wasn't taking it as serious. I don't know. But I do thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Fishcraft. I appreciate you all so very much, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye! Would you like some fish?